What's for dinner? Hey everyone, I'm Chef Z and welcome back to my channel, Chef Z Cooks. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make pollo guisado in an Instantpot. Now I love this recipe because it's actually one of my very early recipes that I shared here on my channel, and I'm going to be making just a few tweaks to it. Now this recipe is perfect for those of you who work late, who have kids, or for those of you who just don't want to fuss too much in the kitchen, because making pollo guisado in an Instapot is truly effortless. And one of my favorite parts about this dish is that the cleanup is super easy. Let's go ahead and get started. There are a million and one ways of making pollo guisado, and today I'm going to show you my favorite way of making it, specifically when I'm using an Instapot. So first things first, we're going to take up some mashed garlic and we're going to add it to our chicken. Keep in mind that I am using skinless chicken because I think it's the best type to use whenever you're making Instapot chicken. We're now going to add some chicken bouillon cube. You can also use adobo, some Dominican oregano, a tiny bit of cumin, some soy sauce, which is optional, some sazón with achiote, and of course some black pepper to taste. We're going to round everything off by adding some fresh limes, and we're going to add a touch of olive oil just to make sure that everything comes together. Do keep in mind that I did add some soy sauce when I was seasoning this chicken, and I mentioned that it was optional. I love adding some soy sauce because it's how my grandmother used to do it, and I personally think it gives the chicken beautiful color and beautiful flavor as well. So once we've added that tiny bit of olive oil to our chicken marinade, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix everything together until it's well combined. Now, if you have some sofrito laying around, go ahead and add some because it's only going to add to the awesome flavor of this dish. Once we've mixed everything, we're going to go ahead and let it marinate for about 20 minutes to an hour. And now we're going to prep our Instapot. We want to put it on that saute setting, and once it reads hot, you know that it's time and it's ready to go. So we're going to add just enough olive oil until it coats the bottom of the pot. We're going to let that heat up for another minute or so, and now we're going to add the chicken. Now what we're doing here is browning the chicken, and it's really important that you don't overcrowd the pot. In fact, we're actually going to brown the chicken in batches. And all we're doing is browning the chicken until it's beautiful golden brown so that those flavors are sealed in. And once that chicken has browned evenly on all sides, we're actually going to take it out and we're going to repeat this process until all the chicken has browned. Now, depending on the size of the pieces of chicken that you're working with and how much chicken you're working, you may have to brown it in about 2 or 3 batches, which may roughly take you about 10 minutes. Now, once you have successfully browned all of the chicken and that last batch has browned perfectly, we're actually going to add in the rest of the chicken. And I want you guys to pay attention to that awesome marinade that stuck to the bottom of the pot, because that is only going to add to the flavor. I don't want you guys to freak out and think, oh my god, my chicken's going to taste burnt. That's actually further from the truth. So once you've added in all the chicken, we're going to actually add about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water to that bowl where our chicken was marinating. And now we're going to add that to the pot. And what that's going to do is that is going to deglaze the pot, and all that flavor that was stuck to the bottom of the pot is now going to really give this dish beautiful color. And like I said again, it's going to give it some awesome flavor. So you want to be really careful and you want to mix everything, but specifically you kind of want to scrape the bottom of the pot just so that we get everything. And afterwards, you want to be sure to cover the Instapot with the lid, because now we're going to pressure cook the chicken. So you want to cancel the saute setting. You want to put it on a high pressure, and we're only going to pressure cook it for 15 minutes because yes, that's all it's going to take. And once that chicken is done pressure cooking, you want to very carefully release the pressure before taking off the lid. And once you take off the lid, we're actually going to put it back on saute mode, because as you're going to see, we have this beautiful sauce and gravy that we kind of want to thicken up a little bit. So we're going to add a touch of tomato paste, and we're also going to add some freshness to the sauce by adding some fresh cilantro and mixing it in. But you also want to be really careful because this chicken is fall off the bone delicious. And once the sauce has reached your desired thickness, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some peppers, some onions, some olives, a touch of vinegar, which is going to balance everything out. And again, you just wanna very carefully mix it all together, and the steam will soften and cook those veggies right through. So there you guys have it, my recipe for some Instantpot Pollo Guisado. Feel free to enjoy this with some rice and beans or tostones. And until next week, I'm Chef Z, y buen provecho. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell so that you're notified each and every single time I post an all new video. Now, if you're hungry and you need some inspiration on what to make for dinner, go ahead and click right here.